Today we're going to be talking about the Kaleidescape and the Arvolution plugins for the DMB Pro movie poster software. So we're going to assume that you've already got your Kaleidescape and your Arvolution connected in your system, and you know your IP address and account information from your players, because we're going to need that information to connect our app to your players. So let's start with opening up your DMB Pro app, and on the home page you're going to see the Plugins tab. Let's go ahead and select the Plugins tab. And here we see a few tabs, and we're going to concentrate specifically on three to begin with: the Movie Poster Database, the Kaleidescape plugin, and the R Video plugin. So let's open up the Movie Poster Database plugin, because we want to make sure that you have your account set up with the Movie Poster Database website and that you have your API read access token already entered into this field here. Entering your read access token into this field allows the software to download additional and higher quality movie posters for your app. So if you have not gotten an account set up at the Movie Poster Database, please do so. Get your read access token, copy it, and then paste it in this field. Once this is set, we can go back to the home page. Let's go back into the plugins, and we're going to begin with the Kaleidescape. So let's go ahead and select the Kaleidescape tab. Now, when you receive your DMB Pro movie software, you're going to have these fields in the Kaleidescape settings blank. Now, these are my IP addresses for my particular Kaleidescape unit. We're going to enter the IP address here. If you have a Kaleidescape server, you're going to enter the server here, right? So we have two units in your system, the player and the server, or in some cases, you're going to have just one unit, which would be just the Strato V. If you have just a Strato V, all you need to do is enter it in this top field. If you have the server, you want to enter the player in the top field and the server in the bottom field. Once you do that, select Connect. And then we will get up here a confirmation saying that we are connected to the Kaleidescape. Let's select OK. Now we're going to import our posters and our trailers. So you notice that once we connected, we added these boxes automatically. This tells us that right now we have no movies imported and no movies with trailers. And so we're going to do that right now. Keep in mind that the more movies you have in your library, the longer it will take to download onto our software. So if you have a very large library, be prepared to go get yourself a cup of coffee or a drink and then come back. And so what we're going to do is we have a couple choices here. We can import just the movie posters without any trailers, or we can import the movie posters and the trailers to the movies that are in your library. Once they're downloaded, we can view the posters and the trailers, and if we want, we can change the posters and the trailers to any other posters and trailers we want. So if the quality or the resolution isn't what we like coming out of the Kaleidescape, we can always replace them. We can also just delete all the data that we imported and re-import them all over again. And in this box here, the import log, this is where we're going to see what is happening as it's downloading all of the information. And we're going to show you that right now. So we're going to import movie posters and videos. Let's go ahead and click this button here. We notice that down here, we start the log entry, and automatically it's going to tell us that we have 10 movies in our Kaleidescape unit, and it's going to go ahead and start to download them. Now, I have the Kaleidescape Strato V, and as we all know, the Strato V only can hold 10 movies. So I only have 10 movies in there right now, and that's all that's going to be downloaded. Now, what it's doing, and I'll tell you this as it's running in the background, is your Kaleidescape unit uh, has certain information about its library. And our app connects to your library in your Kaleidescape and takes all of the information, the posters, the movie name, the time of the movie or the length of the movie, the ratings, even the synopsis. It takes all of that information from your posters, your library, and it brings that over and imports it into our app. So here we see that it's already imported 10 movies. It's importing the last one for the Justice League. And once this is complete, we will have a library of trailers and posters and all of the synopsis and the ratings. And so here it says it is complete. And as we come down here, we want to make a few changes as well. So now we have what's called poster view. In these display settings, this view here, we have 3 to choose from. It tells us how we want the display to look. So we have our 3 display views, which are the poster view, the summary view, and the live view. So by default, we select the poster view, but you can do the summary view and you can do the live view. Once you select your view, you hit Save Changes. Coming down a little bit further, we have banners here. Now, these banners in this section right here is a banner for the top and a banner for the bottom. Now, normally what I like to do is I like to have a set of banners for when the app is rotating posters in my library. So since it's not playing any movies, it's just rotating the posters that are in your library. So I will choose an appropriate banner like My Kaleidescape Library. And I will select a bottom banner that matches the top one. In this case, it would be the Kaleidescape blue color, right? Now, these will display when you are not watching a Kaleidescape movie, but you are in Kaleidescape view. And what is displayed on your poster board, as I said, is going to be posters of your movies in your library. We have a duration down here of how long those posters are going to stay active before they rotate to the next one. And we can adjust it any way we want. We have a little bit further down some, we want to keep these checked because they're going to show us the now playing movie poster. And that's important when we select play on the Kaleidescape. When we select play on the Kaleidescape, we want the correct poster of the movie that you are watching to automatically appear on the poster board in the front. But we also want the banners to change. We don't want to have banners that we selected earlier from My Kaleidescape Library displaying when you're actually playing a movie. So the software has the ability to remember what banners to display with what it is doing. So if you are not watching a movie, but you are in the Kaleidescape display view, it will display a banner like My Library. But when you press play, we want to change it to Now Playing on Kaleidescape, right? That way, when you press play, as I said, the poster will automatically display, but the banners will also change automatically. So you don't have to be doing this every time you press play. It's a kind of a set once and forget it. Once you've uploaded the proper banners that you want, you can come down here and save the changes. Now that all that is set, what we do is we come back to the home page. We come here to playback settings, and we come down to our display views. And right now we are in a movie poster view, which is what you see on the screen. But we are going to change over to Kaleidescape view. and you'll notice on the screen, it now changed over to Kaleidescape. And you'll notice that the banner is correct as we selected it, My Kaleidescape Library. And when we press play to watch a movie on our Kaleidescape, the image will change here as well. So we're going to right now switch over to a video that will show the movie board and a movie in our little theater here in our office. And when you press play to watch a movie, you're going to see it change automatically. And let's switch over to that right now. So you notice how fast the poster on the display changed when we press play on the Kaleidescape. It happens pretty quick and instantaneous, certainly a lot faster than it takes Kaleidescape to ramp up and start playing the movie. So choosing the posters to automatically play is a pretty fast process. Now let's move over and talk about the Arvolution plugin. So the Arvolution plugin works pretty similar to the Kaleidescape with a few exceptions. The Kaleidescape, you access it through with our app by tying into the Kaleidescape Player's API. It's the same way with the Arvolution, except it ties in to your overall RVideo account. With Arvolution, your RVideo account is what handles and keeps track of all of your movies and all of the content in the movies. So we need to put in a little bit more information than we did on the Kaleidescape. So let's go into our plugins and let's open up our RVideo plugin. So what we're going to need here is not so much in the first box here, a IP address. We do that one a little bit down here. But we're going to need to put in our RVideo account information. So we enter that, and then we select Save, and we will connect. See, we are connected to our account. We also have the ability to choose to import multiple collections if you have multiple collections set up in your RVideo account. We also want to make sure that we select the Include Media Animations. That is things like the movie trailers. So we also, if we scroll down a little bit, this is where we put in the IP address to our player that we have on our network. So make sure you have that handy, input it here, save changes, and it will show that it's connected. So now that we've got our player connected and we're connected to our RVideo account, it's time to import the movies that we have. So we make sure that the Include Media Animations is checked and we hit import. And in the same way as the Kaleidescape, here in the log box, we're going to see what it is importing. Now, RVideo and the animations that our video has for the movies that you imported, well, not every movie is going to have a trailer attached to it. Now, this comes directly from Arvolution. If Arvolution doesn't include a trailer, we're not going to be able to import it. So it shows that we have 28 movies, and we are importing them one by one. In my particular collection, I have an assortment of movies and as well as music videos. So music videos are not going to have any trailers attached to them. I also have a few concerts. Those are not going to have any trailers attached to them. Now, with that in mind, we can always go into the app by doing the View Change Posters selection button here, and we could manually add our own trailers and our own posters. So if we ever come across a movie or a video or just a collection that we don't like the posters attached to it, we can change that out. Change the posters and change the trailers as well. Now, in my case, I don't have that set up for my collection, but it's extremely easy to do. Once you get all of your information imported from your R video, you can come in here and you can make those changes. So let's just wait until we download everything here before we go to the next step. Okay, so we imported 28 movies out of the 28 that I have successfully. So we hit OK. Now let's come down here and we can view our posters. So it shows us our current poster and then additional posters if we want to change them. And we can do that here. And we do that by selecting the set poster. Now the trailer that is attached to the alien, we can change that as well. So this shows us this is the current trailer that is attached, but we can upload a new one and change it. And we can do that for the next movie that I have, for the trailer, and so on and so on. And this works exactly the same in Kaleidescape as well. So let's go back out. Let's go back into the R video and let's make some adjustments here. So again, looking down here, it shows us that 28 movies have been imported successfully. 8 of those movies have the trailers attached to them. We also have our same 3 display views, the poster view, the summary view, and the live view. So we're going to just select live view. And we're going to save changes. Now we are still in Kaleidescape view. So let's just go over back to the home page, go back to playback settings. Let's select the Arvolution, and you'll notice that the display changed to show my Arvolution library. And that is what we just imported right now. Okay. So if we go back into the R video, we have it set to live view, and that's what we are seeing, the live view. But we could also select poster view, and then that will change over to just the poster. We could also come here and select summary view. And there's the summary view. Now this one here is Dream Theater, Mike Portnoy, so we don't really have any artwork associated with it. but if I wanted to, I could go in there and I can add the artwork and the trailers if I wanted to. So let's come back out here and let's just go back to poster view. There we go. All right, so as we come on further down, we have the show top and bottom banners, which we do want to have selected. And in the same way that the Kaleidescape works, we want to keep things organized, right? So if we are in the Arvolution view, in the library view, we want to put in a banner that is more appropriate, like this is my Arvolution library. Same thing with the bottom one, right? We also have the poster duration here that we can set. So it's set for 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds, it changes over to the next one. Coming a little bit further down here, we want to select the show currently playing movie poster, as well as show a custom banner for that poster that's playing. And this is the same way like the Kaleidescape. When you press play to watch a movie, we want to have a specific banner that says something like now playing on Arvolution. So we select that and we make sure that's there. And then once all that is set, we just want to save the changes. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go in and I'm going to show you a video like we did with the Kaleidescape of how the Arvolution works when you play it. And here we go.
Feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail nonetheless. It's frightening. Turns the legs to jelly. If I ask you to what end? Dread it? Run from it? Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
So there you go. Extremely easy and simple and quick to attach your Kaleidescape and your Arvolution and Zapiti players over to our app and to select the proper display views with the proper banners. As you noticed, everything was automatic. As soon as you press play, the correct banner showed up. When you were just in your library, only those banners showed up. So as I had mentioned in the video, this is kind of a set it once and you can kind of forget about it after that. The software handles everything automatically, but it's extremely flexible where you can go in and make any changes to the banners on the fly if you'd like. So hope that this tutorial will give you some insight into how easy it is to use our DMB Pro software. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us or visit us on our website, www.digitalmovieboards.com. And thank you very much.